Gloucester, Massachusetts. Our own Mike Seidel is braving the elements there. And Mike, it's been pretty rough, right?
It's pretty windy here, and it's getting kind of chilly out here. Our temperatures here are not quite as warm as they were on the North Shore of Long Island. You know, Jeanette, it's a good thing they're not playing baseball tonight at Fenway Park in Boston. Man, what a night here. We're on the northern coast of Massachusetts at Bass Rocks, just a few miles from Gloucester. And you're looking behind me, you can't see it because it's already dark here, but the Atlantic Ocean is right across the street, about 100 yards or so away. We've got about 12 to 15 foot seas crashing on the rocks. The wind is blowing the sea spray from the whitecaps to the tops of the waves across the street. So what you're seeing here is rain and part of the Atlantic blowing by me. Actually tastes a bit salty tonight. Let me show you what it looked like about an hour and a half ago. We shot some video before it got dark, and this is Atlantic Road. This is the road that separates the inns and the hotels between the beach. When I say beach, I'm meaning a rocky coast here. This is not a beach where you would lay out, but look at the water. And right around the corner from here at the Elks Club, which is next door to the inn we're staying at, and the water is just up to about knee deep. In fact, they've had several road crews out there trying to get the drain unstuck. But between the high winds and the heavy rainfalls and the sea spray from the surf, it's still bad. Traffic has been backing up throughout this evening. So a mess there, and most of the roads in Boston today were water covered, a lot of standing water. We came out 93 north, and then we took Route 1 to 128 to get out here. And some of the areas on Route 1 were underwater. We had to slow down and just drive at about 5 or 6 miles an hour with the water about halfway up our tires. And that has been the scene, much like we saw in New York last night, being repeated tonight in Boston. So flooded streets tonight, a lot of streets underwater, too numerous to mention. But again, if you're doing any traveling in the Boston area, it's probably best just to stay home, like we urged your friends and neighbors down in New York City last night. So it's a very windy night here, Jeanette, on the coast north of Boston. Some of these wind gusts have got to be over 60 miles an hour, just based on what I felt yesterday on the North Shore of Long Island.
Mike, what you're showing us looks much like a hurricane, at least to me. And when we have hurricanes, we have evacuations. Have you heard of anything like that?
We did hear that there is an evacuation shelter open in the town of Revere. That's south of here, between here and Boston, right on the coast, off the beach there at Revere. And some people are leaving the low-lying areas, and they have declared, at least a couple hours ago, I heard they declared Revere a state of emergency because of the water coming up from the ocean. But here tonight, Janetta, it is basically like a very strong tropical storm. We're getting almost hurricane-force wind gust and heavy rainfall, but it's not feeling like the tropics, I can tell you that.
Okay, thank you so much, Mike. Try and keep dry. We'll check back with you in about half an hour. We appreciate that report.